Welcome to the Arrogant Witch channel. I am Naima, and this channel is for emerging witches who are ready to come out of fear, isolation, and hiding, and into full power onto the world stage so you can serve your specific people, be paid well, and live bone deep fulfillment. Today's topic is how to use your witch power to serve highly, to get rich, and to travel and live well. So I on YouTube, I posted for folks to be yesterday, I think, for folks to come and ask me questions today, because it's just a good day to actually, be here with me live and to be able to ask me questions. So, and also, if you are watching this as a replay, as most people do, you also can put those comments in the those questions in the comments section. Okay. So the next step for those of you who you make the decision today, or you've been made the decision that the Arrogant Witch community is for you, which I'll talk a little bit more about that later, then the next step for you is to come into our 5 Death Gates reveal, which is happening. Again, I'll talk about that later today, but that's the next step for you, for those of you who are ready after watching this video, or you've made the decision because you've watched some other content somewhere. So how do you serve highly? I mean, like, that's a big, right? How do you serve highly, get rich, serving your specific people? And so you can, when I say travel, that's just one of the many things that really living in what you were born for allows you to do. So how do you do that? So at the end of the day, so I've been on YouTube for a decade, and my career 10 years ago, I was working, like, my message was courage and confidence, and, like that generic courage and confidence and all those things. And what I know for sure that will be required of you as an emerging witch, meaning no one even knows you're a witch yet, or, let me take a moment actually to preface this, whether people keep telling you you're a witch. Like, I had a woman inbox us saying that I think an African teacher or some African leader told her she was a witch, or you already identify as a witch, or you have witchy ways, right? Or you know how to produce the results that you desire by using material things, or using your mind. Those are witchy ways, whether you identify as a witch or not. And for you to really own that differentiation within yourself, because a big part of your emergence onto the world stage and really being able to command in whatever way that you choose to, because you have your signature way. My way is different from your way, is different from his way, is different from her way. But in order for you to really stand in that differentiation, to really stand in your signature way, there's an ownership of yourself that's required. And so many of us are working in silos. It's really saddening, right? Right, you're on YouTube, obviously, if you're watching this video, right? So you've probably seen other videos. You see that spiritual teacher over there, and you see that witch over there, and you see that shaman over there, and you see that healer over there, and you see that, oracle over there, and you see that tarot card reader over there, and you see him over there. And everybody is in their own silo, manifesting and healing and serving, and how far are those people really getting doing that? And here's another fine distinction, especially for those of you who are new here. You can have whatever you choose to have. Like, some people are like very okay with being in their silo, doing their own thing. Like, that's totally fine if that's your thing. However, if you're looking for the fun of coming onto the world stage, okay, if you're looking for the support that's absolutely required, if you're looking for the love, the celebration, there's a ease that comes over the nervous system when you are in community of other witches who are also coming onto the world stage. There's a relaxation that comes and washes over your nervous system. Because for many of us, the reason why we're in the closet is because we are terrified of what our mom is going to think, and what the pastor going to say, and what our husband going to think, and what our wife going to say, and what he going to do, and what people going to say, and all. So when you feel like that, all that fear, and you're in your own silo, manifesting over just you in your house by yourself, just you and your altar, and you and your shrine, and you and your rituals and all of that, your manifestation is very limited. It's very limited. As soon as you come into a qualified community, right? Because you've probably been in communities before. Haven't we all, right? Goddess circle, feminine circle, you know, whatever. The women's group, the sister group, the royalty group, the whoop-de-whoop, this group. In the arrogant witch community, there's a permission and even an expectation for you to come into all of who you are. So there's a lot of talk about in these other communities and groups, because I've been in them too, and then other women in the arrogant witch community have told me their experiences as well. And we all hear each other because we're having communion together, where there's this, in the conscious community, there's first of all, who even created that, right? The energy that's in a lot of the consciousness community has a stagnation to it. It has a scarcity to it. And it's subtle though. It's like no one actually says scarcity, but when you hear and listen, anyway, I'm not even interested in that. However, in the arrogant witch community, we are about all, truly all. It's pioneering. It's like so, you know, a lot of women like, and this is another reason why the 5 Death Gates reveal is required for you to receive an invitation to join this pioneering community. One is for you to receive your invitation, but 2, it's also a release of liability. For me and my team, we are, so you are informed. You are, because the power that we're actually supporting you and coming into is very forbidden at a psyche level. So the way that we see how women are disempowered and just scared to be themselves, and, you know, scared to have standards, and scared to be visible, and scared to make money, and scared to stand in their sexuality, and scared to be whole and full and true. All of that is conditioning. Like, we've learned this. It's so easy to forget living in 2022. This has been learned over centuries. It has been put into our mothers and our mother's mother and our mother's mother's mother and our mother's 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 mother and our mother's 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 mother and our mother's 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 mother. We are not byproduct, but we are an extension of this conditioning. We're an extension of it. And so the way that the power has been beaten out of all women, the way that it's been beaten out, you are defying that when you come into the arrogant witch community. So psychically, when you see, and it's not all like evident, it's, you feel it. You feel it. And this is why it's so important that you are aware of what you're getting yourself into. It's a wonderful thing. You're going to hear testimonials come out in the coming weeks from women who are like, the speed at which change happens, the alchemy, the growth. I'm seeing things I wasn't able to do before, I can do now. I feel seen and loved and supported. And like, We are not like your typical goddess circle, your typical femininity group, your typical goddess, Orisha, Oshun, African. When I say abundance, I mean it. Where, oh, I can be abundant in the number of candles I have, and abundant in, all of my, abundance in money, I don't know. That's it. Oh, I can be abundant with, my generosity, and I can be abundant and all, but um, sexuality, mm, are you a descendant of the all or not? Are you a descendant of the all or not? All, the Almighty, not the some mighty, the Almighty. So, how do you begin to serve highly? Coming out onto the world stage, serving highly, getting rich. And when I say rich, I mean financially and otherwise. Rich in the right community, rich in where you live, rich in how you take care of yourself, rich in how you love. I mean it across the board. I don't mean just financially. So how do you serve highly, come onto the world stage, serve highly, get rich, live well, etc.? First step, community, 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 and the right community, where it is normal and celebrated and expected for you to make very good money with the work you were born to do. Your witchy work, which oftentimes to us is like this. I do this in my sleep. I've been doing this since I was 7. We don't even think to charge for it oftentimes. I remember when I first re-emerged onto the world stage in 2014, helping women heal sexual trauma. I had never even thought to help women heal, to like make money helping women heal sexual trauma. Never even thought of it. To me, it was just something I did in my own silo by myself, just me, over my little corner in the world, healing my own sexual trauma and the tension that was in my body because of it, and my disjointed relationship with sexuality and body, and my relationship with men, like just me over in the corner, just healing, doing these weird, witchy, forbidden, strange, dangerous things to rid myself of my internal distortion. Just hadn't even thought to actually take my witchy ways, these ways that were working to help me heal my own sexual trauma that I had once upon a time. Never even thought to bring that to the marketplace and serve my specific people with it. When I got dragged down into depression because I prayed, wait a minute, what? You prayed and then got dragged down into depression? Yeah, see, we're going to say, look at God on that one. Look at God. Right? It wasn't until I got into the dark and was forced to, because I'm an ambitious woman, like you probably are too. And when you're ambitious, you want to go. You want to get it done. You want to see, you want to go. You want to see it done. Let's go, 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 go. I'll rest, but let's go. Right? And it's not until you are forced to sit down for long periods of time and you suffer enough, right? You get down in there, then you stop being mad at God, and you stop trying to make something happen, and you stop and you stop. And you say, okay, if I knew what to do, I'd be doing it. If I knew, I'd be doing it. I'm smart, I'm ambitious, I'm willing, I work hard. If I knew the answer, if I knew what to do, I would be doing it. And then when you sincerely ask, voila, like it all opens. And that dark place is Bring your sexual self out. Bring your healing modalities out. It was clear. Bring it out. This is required. This must be front and center stage. This is your next level of work. Go. Within 2 years, this is after living on my mother's couch, $7 to my name, drinking myself to sleep, punching the wind because I'm mad at God, like literally on my knees begging, please, listen, looking for cyanide after all of that. Listen, okay. Within 2 years, I did over $200,000 helping women heal sexual trauma. Work I had never even thought to monetize, never even thought, was not anywhere in my conscious mind. What witchy services do you have that require that the right community corral around and support you as you're navigating your nervous system, navigating what your mom gonna think, and right? Because we all know there's always, well, often, a war between your heart and your monkey mind. Your heart and your mind. I want to, but ooh, women coming to the arrogant witch community. You'll see. So very quickly, I'll talk about the 5 death gates reveal. This is it right here for you. So I'll repeat, if you are an emerging witch and you are ready to come out onto the world stage, that you know it's time for you to be known and seen and respected for your signature work, serving your specific people, and you are ready to get dirty, okay? You are ready to live well. You are ready to travel well. You are ready to be a category of 1 in your lane. And you're very clear, because you ain't new to this. You ain't new. You're very clear that you require the right community of fellow witches who will see you, love you, support you, celebrate you, and that you are ready to do the alchemical work. We do lots of alchemy, okay? The alchemical work. And for those of you who were in the former Arrogant Witch community, the all new Arrogant Witch community is new. We are doing things very differently. Yes, we will continue to have communion, but so much more is going to be involved with getting focused and partnering up around these alchemical practice, so you start getting results even quicker. The women have already been getting results quick. Listen, we are pioneering. We are going to change the game in time, period. In time, we are going to change the game for magical melanin witches. We are not hiding. It's done. It is done. It is done. It is done. So to get your invitation to join the Arrogant Witch community and to relieve us of the responsibility, okay, meaning we're just going to inform you so you know what's up. You are required to attend the 5 Death Gates reveal. That link is going to be beneath this video, okay? That is happening next Wednesday, December 29th, okay? At that 5 Death Gates reveal, which I am leading, I'm going to share with you the 5 things that you are agreeing to when you come into the Arrogant Witch community. The 5 things you are agreeing to when you emerge, you get in the activity of getting on camera, getting visible consistently with your distinct message, with your presence onto the world stage. What you are agreeing to at the 5 Death Gates reveal, that is what I'm sharing with you. What you're agreeing to, what you're saying yes to, what you're signing up for, and also what sets you up for the win. Because when you agree to these 5, you're also setting yourself up to be a category of 1, to be a pioneer. One thing that the former Arrogant Witch community taught me is that there are those of us who are ready. We move fast. We move fast. We're ready. We are ready for you if you are ready. Male and female. If you're ready to really be in the marketplace, you're ready to withstand the attention that you're going to receive. You're ready to withstand the questions. You're ready to withstand being with other human beings in their mess. You're ready to be adored and have fans and to receive people in your DMs wanting to know more about your services. You're ready to reconcile your shame, your embarrassment, your fear, your guilt from whatever happened in your life 30 years ago, 5 years ago, yesterday. Your time is now. The Arrogant Witch community is your home. We are it, baby. The Arrogant Witch community is it for magical, melanin, witches, and other supernatural folk, okay? You are in relationship with the unseen. You are a seductress. You are a chaos magician. You are a healer. You are a shaman. You are a psychic. You are an oracle. You are a sexual trauma specialist. You know how to make concoctions and things that heal people on the spot. You are able to touch somebody and they are moved. You are able to look at somebody and see. You are able to see into the future. You know how to bring the future into the now. You know how to pull things down from the unseen. This is who we're here for. Because the bigger picture is, see, they think because they killed us, we're dead. They think because they killed us, we're dead. Yeah. So the matriarchs between 300 and 400 BC have spoken. Okay. Your global climate problems, your social structures, your systems, all your systems. Listen, as above, so below. You disrespecting the unseen, you disrespecting the all, and the entities that are in highest, most intimate relationship with it, i.e. women, yeah, you're gonna have hell on earth. That's exactly what you're gonna have. Listen, you can, yeah, see. And those murdered women are alive today. You think Nefertiti was just back then? You think Masa Musa was just back then? Energy cannot be created or destroyed. Masa Musa is alive today. Nefertiti is alive today. Hatshepsut is alive today. All of the names that you know, and darling, all of the names that you don't know are alive today in human form. And they're coming into the Arrogant Witch community because the assignment is that in a time such as this, yeah, see, and it's happening all very naturally. The former Arrogant Witch community has shown me that we are here. See, and the alchemy that was required of me to even birth the Arrogant Witch community is the alchemy that will be required of you in your own way to come out onto the world stage and birth what you are to do. There are always going to be the people who watch. That's their position. Everybody has a position. A lot of people don't know their position. They don't respect positions. They want to do what they see her doing, but you can't. The blood that runs through her veins don't run through your veins. The blood that runs through his veins don't run through his veins. It don't work like that. Just because you jealous or you mad or so what? It's relevant. When you get an assignment over your life at birth, that that's the direction of your life. And you're either going to work in harmony with it or you will suffer the greatest suffering, period. No one cares about your Instagram modern day. We use that to get the message across. So anyway, all right, let me wrap this up. How do you begin? As the topic of today's video is, how do you begin to serve highly, get rich, come out onto the world stage, live well? You get into the right community. If what I've said here today is for you, the next step for you is to attend the 5 Death Gates reveal, which is happening next Wednesday, December 29th. The link will be beneath this video, okay? During that 5 Death Gates reveal, you will make the decision yes or no if the arrogant witch community is for you. Listen, for the right people, it's already a yes. You don't need me to, right? We just do that more so for you to get your invitation, for us to at least meet, and also to release us so you know what you're signing up for. The arrogant witch, let me tell you this now so you can, yeah, this is screening, hello. To join the arrogant witch community, so we are in pre-launch, let me be clear. We don't actually open doors officially until January 17th. We're gonna do a pre-launch, and that pre-launch starts December 29th at this 5 Death Gates reveal. The admission to join the arrogant witch community is $2,000 during pre-launch. Okay, again, pre-launch starts next Wednesday, the 29th, and goes until January 14th, until January 14th. That's pre-launch. The admission is $2,000. When doors officially open, January 17th, the admission will be $3,000. And also, the Arrogant Witch community is a 90-day introductory community. What does this mean? The 90 days is to really, it's like the first year of law school. The first year of so law school is 3 years typically. The first year of law school really is actually to screen out the people who are truly ready for the work that's required the study work that's required to be an attorney. That's what the first year of law school is. This 90-day arrogant witch community is like the first year of law school. You are going to partner up. You're going to have a partner for the entire 90 days. You guys are going to be doing very specific alchemical activities together. These alchemical activities are to burn off all the things that keep you procrastinating, indecisive, don't know who you are. Well, why am I doing this? What do I want? Who am I? What kind of a witch am I? What's my distinct work? Who am I speaking to? How do I feel? What about this thing with my mom? What about this thing with my wife? What about this thing with my husband? What am I going to, all your fears, all your old stuff, you know, abuse you experience, trauma you experience, guilt you have, burn off that. And this is a very relatively aggressive. On a scale of 1 to 10, I say it's about an 8. Well, it depends on where your level of growth is. But anyway, it's a pretty aggressive 90 days. And it's so much love though. Like it's like, we love you. We fucking love you. Okay. So the point though, is for you to really get worked in the 90 days, for you to become better, for you to know who you are. Because the worst case scenario, for those of you who complete the 90 days, the worst case scenario is you know more of who you really are. You're more the truth, which makes you valuable in the marketplace. It makes you valuable in home and your relationships. It makes you valuable to yourself, and it makes you valuable with whoever you're going to be serving or whatever you're going to be doing. If you got a job, whatever, you know more who you are. You have more confidence. This is the worst case scenario. When you complete the 90-day arrogant witch community, you know more of who you are. You're more confident. You're more fierce. You're more ready to go out into the world and do your thing. You're ready to have more, like receive more. Okay, that's the worst case scenario. The best case scenario is you is ready to come out onto the world stage for real. One of the things that the former arrogant witch community taught me is that everybody want to be a witch till it's time to do witch shit. Like everybody's excited, like, oh yes, more, have more, do more, be more. But when we start really dealing with what's really going on inside of you, and look, this is fine. It's just that we are here for those who are ready now, who are truly ready to play a bigger game, who are ready to put the world on notice, come out onto the world stage and command now, serve your people now, make big money now, and you're ready to do the hard work to get to that. So this actually helps people in a lot of ways. So you like, it's one thing for me to tell you, it's another thing for you to have the experience of, oh, I really do have it. I'm really willing. I'm right. And that's what the 90 days does for you. So then after the 90 days, then you're going to come forward and work with me. Because in the first 90 days, we're going to have a community manager who's going to support you in that with your partner. Then after the 90 days, for those of you who make it through, then that's when you come and you work with me. Okay. It's a glorious, glorious situation. So again, the 5 Death Gates reveals the next step for you if you are what I have described here today as an emerging witch. I am Witch Naima, and I look forward to connecting with you again very soon. Thank you.